we actually learn a lot more lessons by failing than we do by winning. So I want to read this section. Little children are not born little prodigies, miniature superstars, or advanced masters. They have work to do. They mess up. They spill things. They run and trip. They scribble and scratch it out. They swing and miss. And this happens when they are learning, because they are learning. Learning, growing, falling down, and getting up. This is all a part of the dance of childhood. I would add it's a part of the dance of life, because we also get embarrassed about like not knowing how to do things or failing as adults, when really that's how life works. Children should not be placed upon stages and expected to perform perfectly, because y'all, that's the point. They're doing dance, whatever sport they're doing, to learn character development and to learn the sport. This is their first time at life. And yet I often see kids and their parents have lost a tolerance for failing. As a result, you have kids who don't know how to work through a loss, who are devastated by failure, who feel pressured to do things perfectly, and who lack the grit to try again. In this book, The Collapse of Parenting, Leonard Sachs states, fragility has become a characteristic of American children and teenagers to an extent unknown 25 years ago. My friend Karen manages a Ben & Jerry's ice cream shop and employs a large number of high school and college students. Karen says her main challenge in working with young adults today is that they cannot deal with failure. They haven't experienced failing at small things in life, and therefore they cannot deal with the possibility of failing on a larger scale. They've grown up with consolation trophies, bumper bowling, unscored sports games where failing is taken out of the equation. So they basically believe the world will end if they do fail. They just don't know how to deal with it if they fail. As a result, Karen notes they'd lie, hide their mishaps, or worse, they don't even try. As an employer, I much prefer the ones, honestly, who aren't afraid to take the initiative or risk, even if it means that they mess up. Parents need not be so terrified to let their kids fail. As a middle school teacher, I witnessed examples that were comical. Students sleep through the whole book of Treasure Island. Me. Okay, your Treasure Island, create your own board game is due in 2 weeks. Same student turns in a laminated life-size game of Treasure Island Twister with complicated questions written in suspiciously perfect penmanship. Me. I'm going to take a stab in the dark. Did your mom help you with this? The student says, a little. And why did she help? Because Mr. Hates Reading's mother has an unfulfilled longing for literature homework. I'm thinking it's less that and more that she does not want to see her kid fail. She could have said, it looks like you have a project. If you don't have the bulk of it done by such and such date, then you will lose your something or some other privileges. But she didn't. Why? Because it's easier to make a homemade life-size twister board than to enforce a consequence. And I feel you, Mom. I totally agree with this equation. Give me the twister project any day. But in the long run, we are harming them more than we're helping them. This is coming from Let Them Be Kids by Jessica Smartt.